2 hours west of Antigua, Guatemala, in the Sierra Madre Mountains, surrounded by 3 volcanoes, is the deepest lake in Central America, Lake Atitlán. The scenic lake is a caldera, the collapsed mouth of an ancient volcano. It's popular with tourists, but these sacred waters remain the lifeblood of indigenous Maya people like the Tz'utujil.
The sun just crept up. It's 5:30, 5:45, and they've already been at it for a while. I mean, it's just beautiful.
There are only one in each boat because they're fishing like the Tz'utujil way. They respect the nature, they respect the lake. The lake is very important to them.
Mirciny works to raise awareness and help preserve Guatemala's 21 Maya cultures.
Vámonos.
Surrounding Lake Atitlán, there are 12 distinct Maya communities, each named after one of the 12 apostles.
This is San Pedro. It's known about the coffee and the honey.
Ah.
Yeah, San Juan is known about the fishing, so each little town is known
has its own specialty. San Juan La Laguna sits on the south shore, where the Tz'utujil first settled in 1250 AD. Like their ancestors, fishermen here still use rowboats hand-carved from trees called cayucos.
Do you know how many little boats in foreign countries I've tipped over?
No.
I'm a legend.
For decades, a mix of invasive fish species and pollution upset the lake's ecological balance, and the native aquatic life was dying off. Conservation efforts have helped to restore Atitlán, but fishermen like Bernardino Mendoza have had to adapt.
What's the name of this in English?
Line fishing.
Line fishing.
No nets, no rod and reel, just a line and hook like his father first taught him to catch small sete sack, no larger than a pound, the same bluegill my son fishes for in our lake.
Ah, I have a fish. I have a fish.
Pescadito.
Oh.
Ay.
Es hembra.
It's a female.
Hembra, sí, hembra.
You can actually see the eggs. You can see that it's fat with eggs.
Bernardino, like many fishermen, is out here all day, every day to provide for his family of 5.
He probably takes off Sunday,
Yes.
I'm going to imagine, here in this country.
Trabajas todos los días, de
Todos los
lunes a
días,
domingo.
sí.
Yes. He doesn't have a day off
7 days a week for $10 a day if he's lucky.
if he's lucky.
And Bernardino looks like the happiest man in the world.
Lake Atitlán is also the only known fishery for freshwater crabs in all the Americas.
This is a full pot.
And we call them jaibas.
I know this species, a hard-shell brown crab. Sometimes in Asia, they're called mud crabs. There he is, that's a beauty.
Manuel Tocco sells his daily catch at the market using tool reeds to safely store live crabs.
Y ahora empiezas a enrollar. Now you have to do it like that.
Yeah, I know.
You're grabbing it like a gift.
I mean, 5,000 years of living history, one schmuck in a boat. I mean...
There are other delicacies in Lake Atitlán besides small fish and crabs.
Whoa!
That's a big one.
Why, thank you. That's a monster.
The caracol, one of the 2 snail species Juan Baldomero sells to restaurants in town.
This is the jutes.
Jutes. We call them sucking snails because you have to, like, clip the bottom.
And
Juan runs a fishermen's association to help ensure everyone has a job on the lake that won't deplete the stock.
Yo creo que aquí...
ya estamos.
Gorgeous.
So that is no more for right
Beautiful.
Juan invites us to stay for lunch and have our catch prepared by his wife,
Hola.
Maria.
now. Buenas. ¿Cómo está? Bien, gracias.
Hello.
A lunch of traditional Tz'utujili dishes, like patin, toasted little fish in a thick sauce of tomato, salt, and achote, wrapped in machan leaves found in the nearby rainforest.
The patin is a dish that was created here in this area, and it's one of the most pure legacy of the Mayan culinary because it only has like 3 ingredients.
It's awesome.
Pure Maya, just like Maria's crab soup.
She's gonna put tomato, the cilantro, and the little onions.
Sure.
This is like 4 or 5 ingredients the most.
Just a handful of fresh ingredients for each dish. It's the hallmark of Tz'utujili cuisine.
Half an hour she leaves them.
Maria is adding a few jute snails. Her husband has already purged them for 2 days, feeding them masa to help clear their digestive tracts.
I'm so hungry.
Me too.
Maria will be cooking for a while, and I want to see the town. Bartolo Cholotillo turns the day's catch into ceviche.
Are we doing this restaurant style?
Yes, we're gonna do this restaurant stuff. I think ceviches are like very different in each country.
On each block.
Bartolo seasons with tomato, onion, cilantro, salt, and lime, a familiar style. But what sets his ceviche apart are the Lake Atitlán freshwater snails.
This is like a snail Bloody Mary gazpacho.
Yeah. Cheers. Good. Delicious.
You saw the time that he took. Hold on 1 second.
Yeah.
Before I break. The snail is so perfectly undercooked. It's still crunchy. You still get all of that good gastropod gastronomy that's built into it.
It's the best part. You can throw it.
I'm just gonna stand. I don't want to break it. You know, I'm 235 pounds of rompin' stompin' pig iron. I mean, I've blown out more of those. Whoa. I broke their cart. I can feel it cracking. I don't want to break his poor chair. Thank you.
San Juan La Laguna, Guatemala, located in the highlands of the Sierra Madre Mountains on the shores of Lake Atitlán. We're in the village of the Tz'utujil, a Maya people who hold beliefs passed down from their ancient ancestors.
They like to eat on the floor because they connected with the earth.
Fisherman Juan Baldomero's wife, Maria, has finished preparing lunch with today's fresh catch from Lake Atitlán. It's a common Tz'utujil meal of crab soup with jute snails, tamalitos de chipilín, and patín.
That's crazy. Sweet, tiny, baked little lake fish with the tomato cooks down into such an intense paste. It's a super tomato flavor.
The soup is amazing.
Oh my gosh. It's just so light, perfect broth.
The crab meat is delicate and sweet,
Oh my gosh,
just like the jutes.
so good. Usually, the freshwater animals, like these, especially snails and crabs, don't have this much flavor. This is remarkable.
So is the fish I caught, clean with the egg sac left intact, fried in a little flour and salt.
Oh, that is so good. Fish served with its own eggs. It seasons it, it makes it creamier, it makes it sweeter.
Juan is proud to be a fisherman. He wants to see the traditions of the Tz'utujil live on.
Tenemos que rescatar esas plantas de el tul, que es muy bueno, es un filtro natural.
I said that with his association, they are trying to take care of the lake.
We have to treat the land and the water with the respect that it deserves.
Yeah, they say that he loves the lake. It's his life.